What if I told you that while you're clipping coupons and chasing cashback deals, there's an entire community that's been cutting their grocery bills in half using nothing but scraps most people throw away? The Amish have cracked a code that could save your family $1,500 this year alone, and it has nothing to do with apps, sales, or store loyalty programs. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what you're about to learn will completely change how you think about grocery shopping forever. Generic brand reality check. Store brands often originate from identical factories as expensive name brands, using the same recipes and quality standards throughout production processes. Most people cannot distinguish taste differences during blind comparison tests between generic and premium versions of identical products. Generic medicines contain exactly the same active ingredients by federal law, making brand loyalty an expensive habit rather than smart shopping. The only difference between generic and name brand cereal is that one pays for a cartoon mascot and the other just feeds your family. Amish families choose function over flashy packaging every single time, saving 30 to 50% on identical products. Brand names cost extra for marketing campaigns that add zero nutritional or functional value to actual food items. Consumer Reports consistently rate store brands equal to or better than expensive alternatives across multiple product categories. Understanding that packaging and marketing create perceived value differences helps families make rational purchasing decisions based on actual product quality. Shop Tuesday mornings. Stores restock Monday nights, making Tuesday morning the golden hour for fresh deals and manager markdowns throughout every department. Fewer crowds mean better prices and more personal attention from helpful staff members who know exactly when items go on sale. Weekend shoppers miss the best bargains because stores save markdowns for slower weekdays when they need to move inventory quickly. Amish families discovered this pattern decades ago and built their shopping schedules around store restocking cycles that most customers never notice. Tuesday shopping is like getting VIP treatment at regular customer prices, except the only membership fee is waking up early. Smart timing beats couponing every single time because you get first pick of discounted items before other customers arrive. Grocery stores operate on predictable schedules that favor early week shoppers who understand retail cycles. Use the hand carry rule. Amish shoppers never touch shopping carts, creating a natural spending limit that prevents overbuying completely. They carry only what their hands can hold, which forces priority decisions between heavy essentials like flour and potatoes versus packaged snacks. This physical constraint eliminates impulse purchases automatically because space becomes limited and precious throughout the shopping experience. Heavy, nutritious staples get chosen over lightweight junk food when carrying capacity matters most. This simple rule cuts grocery bills by 40% without complicated budgeting systems or smartphone apps. The average shopping cart holds over $100 worth of unnecessary items that families purchase without conscious decision-making. Amish families discovered that physical limitations create mental discipline that no amount of willpower can match, forcing deliberate choices about every single item. Plan every bite. The Amish community has mastered detailed meal planning by writing comprehensive weekly menus before stepping foot in any store, treating every ingredient like precious currency. Each item must serve at least 2 different recipes during the week, eliminating waste completely. No food enters their homes without a specific purpose and meal assignment. This approach prevents the average American family from wasting $1,500 worth of food annually. When you plan every single bite, your grocery budget automatically shrinks because nothing gets forgotten in the back of your refrigerator. Modern families who adopt this Amish strategy report cutting their grocery bills by 30% within the first month. The secret lies in treating meal planning like a business strategy rather than a casual suggestion, ensuring maximum utilization of every purchased ingredient. Rotate stored foods systematically. Use oldest items first to prevent spoilage and waste in pantry storage, creating systematic consumption patterns that ensure nothing expires unused or forgotten. Label everything with clear dates and organize shelves by age, maintaining inventory control that prevents forgotten food from spoiling unnecessarily in storage areas. Regular rotation ensures nothing gets forgotten and spoils, maximizing value from every food purchase while preventing waste that drains household budgets throughout monthly cycles. The Amish organize pantries like efficient businesses, understanding that systematic organization prevents waste while ensuring food quality remains high throughout extended storage periods. First in, first out rotation principles prevent older items from hiding behind newer purchases where they spoil unnoticed and unused by family members. Professional food service operations use identical rotation systems because systematic organization prevents expensive waste while maintaining quality standards that customers expect consistently throughout all food service operations. Master one-pot meals. Single-pot cooking saves on energy, cleanup time, and ingredient waste while creating complex flavors without multiple dishes cluttering your kitchen. Everything cooks together, allowing flavors to blend naturally and creating meals that taste like they took hours to prepare carefully. Leftovers reheat perfectly for next day lunches, extending one cooking session into multiple satisfying meals throughout the week ahead. Why dirty 5 pots when one pot can do the work and complain a lot less about washing up afterward? Amish families perfected this approach generations ago, understanding that simple cooking methods often produce the most satisfying results possible. One-pot meals reduce cooking time by 40% while cutting cleanup effort in half compared to traditional multi-dish preparations. Energy costs drop significantly when only one burner runs instead of multiple appliances working simultaneously throughout dinner preparation. Professional chefs appreciate one-pot techniques because they concentrate flavors while simplifying kitchen operations during busy service periods. Track seasonal prices. Apples cost half price in October compared to March pricing because harvest timing affects supply and demand dramatically throughout the year. Winter squash drops under $1 per pound during November abundance, but costs 3 times more in spring months. August vegetables become practically free at farmers markets when local growers need to clear inventory quickly before spoilage. The Amish plan entire meal rotations around natural seasonal cycles that determine food pricing throughout the year automatically. Understanding agricultural rhythms saves money while providing fresher, more nutritious ingredients when they reach peak ripeness and lowest costs. Seasonal eating patterns align with natural abundance cycles that humans followed for thousands of years before global shipping. Local produce costs 70% less during peak season compared to imported alternatives from distant locations. Creating seasonal meal plans that capitalize on natural abundance cycles reduces grocery costs while providing superior nutrition and flavor. Cook once, eat 3 times. Double every recipe and freeze half for busy weeks ahead when time becomes scarce and cooking feels overwhelming to manage. Transform leftover roast into soup, sandwiches, and fried rice, creating 3 completely different meals from one original cooking session efficiently. One cooking session provides 3 completely different meals, maximizing your time investment while minimizing daily kitchen work throughout the entire week. Amish cooks plan entire meal rotations around single cooking events, understanding that smart preparation beats daily scrambling every single time. Proper freezing techniques preserve flavor and nutrition for months, allowing families to stock their freezers with homemade convenience foods readily. Professional meal prep services charge premium prices for exactly this type of advanced planning and preparation work that saves time. Batch cooking reduces energy costs significantly compared to daily cooking sessions that heat ovens and stovetops repeatedly throughout the week, making this strategy both economically and environmentally beneficial. Freeze food properly. Proper wrapping prevents expensive freezer burn and food waste that costs families hundreds of dollars annually in spoiled frozen foods unnecessarily. Blanch vegetables briefly before freezing to maintain nutrition and color, ensuring frozen produce tastes fresh when thawed months later for meals. Label everything clearly with dates to avoid mystery packages that end up in the garbage because nobody remembers their contents anymore. Amish families treat freezer space like valuable real estate, maximizing every square inch while maintaining organization that prevents waste completely. Vacuum sealing extends freezer life by by removing air that causes ice crystals and flavor loss in frozen food significantly. Professional kitchens use identical techniques to preserve expensive ingredients without compromising quality or safety standards whatsoever. Freezer inventory sheets help track contents and rotation schedules, preventing good food from becoming expensive waste that hurts budgets and destroys family meal planning efforts. Embrace egg versatility. Eggs cost under 25 cents per serving of complete protein, making them one of the most affordable nutrition sources available anywhere. Store safely for weeks in refrigerator without spoilage concerns, unlike many other protein sources that require immediate consumption. Prepare dozens of ways from scrambled to pickled, providing endless meal variety without breaking the budget. The Amish have relied on eggs as dietary staples for generations, understanding their incredible versatility and nutritional value. Fresh eggs contain all essential amino acids needed for human health while costing significantly less than meat alternatives. Professional chefs consider eggs the ultimate test of cooking skill because they require precise technique to prepare perfectly. Eggs work in breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack recipes, making them incredibly versatile ingredients that adapt to any meal situation. Their long shelf life and complete protein profile make eggs essential staples for budget-conscious families seeking nutritious, affordable meal options throughout every season. Drink water first. Americans waste $1,500 yearly on unnecessary beverages that provide little nutritional value while draining household budgets significantly. Make flavored water using cucumber slices, mint leaves, or lemon wedges for refreshing alternatives that cost pennies per serving. Quality water filters cost less than buying bottled water monthly, providing clean drinking water without ongoing expenses or plastic waste. The Amish drink primarily water and milk, avoiding expensive sodas and juices that add empty calories and unnecessary costs. Sugary drinks contribute to health problems while providing zero satiation, leaving people hungry and thirsty shortly after consumption. Restaurant profit margins on beverages exceed food profits by enormous amounts, making water the smartest financial choice when dining out. Understanding that beverage marketing targets emotional desires rather than nutritional needs helps families make rational choices about drink purchases that significantly impact monthly budgets. Bake bread weekly. Homemade bread costs 50 cents per loaf versus $3 store price, providing enormous savings for families who consume bread regularly. Simple recipes require only 5 minutes of actual work time, making fresh bread accessible even for busy household schedules. Fresh bread tastes infinitely better than preservative-laden store versions, while containing only simple, recognizable ingredients without chemical additives. Store-bought bread has more ingredients than some science experiments, while homemade bread needs just flour, water, salt, and yeast to create perfection. Amish communities bake fresh bread multiple times weekly, understanding that bread forms the foundation of satisfying, economical meals throughout every season. Bread machines automate the process while reducing costs compared to daily store purchases that add up quickly over time. Understanding basic bread-making techniques provides families with fresh, nutritious food while building valuable culinary skills that last a lifetime and create substantial ongoing savings. Store flour properly. 25-pound flour bags reduce cost 40% per pound compared to small packages that cost more per unit. All-purpose flour works for bread, cakes, cookies, gravies, and coatings, eliminating the need for specialty flours in most recipes. Airtight containers keep flour fresh for over 12 months when stored in cool, dry places away from pests and moisture. The Amish buy flour in large quantities during harvest season, understanding that proper storage creates year-round savings on this essential ingredient. Whole grain flours contain oils that turn rancid quickly, but white flour remains stable for extended periods without refrigeration requirements. Professional bakers purchase flour in 50-pound bags because bulk buying reduces ingredient costs while ensuring consistent supply for daily production needs. Understanding proper storage techniques allows families to take advantage of bulk pricing while maintaining ingredient quality throughout extended periods, making flour storage both economical and practical. Make condiments from scratch. Homemade mayonnaise takes 2 minutes and costs 80% less than store-bought versions that contain preservatives and artificial ingredients for extended shelf life. Salad dressings made fresh contain no preservatives or artificial ingredients, providing healthier options that taste superior to bottled alternatives available in stores. Basic ingredients create dozens of different flavor combinations, eliminating the need for multiple expensive condiment purchases throughout regular shopping trips to grocery stores. Store-bought ranch dressing has more chemicals than a high school chemistry set, while homemade versions need just herbs and dairy. Traditional Amish kitchens produce all condiments from scratch, understanding that simple ingredients create better flavors than factory-produced alternatives that prioritize shelf stability over taste. Professional restaurants make condiments fresh daily because homemade versions taste significantly better while costing much less than commercial products. Most condiment recipes require only basic pantry ingredients that most households already keep stocked regularly. Create cold storage areas. Cool, dark basement space keeps fresh produce for 6 months without electricity, providing natural refrigeration that costs nothing to operate efficiently. Apples store perfectly in unheated spaces throughout winter months, maintaining crisp texture and sweet flavor without expensive climate control systems running constantly. Onions and garlic last for months when kept dry and cool, eliminating frequent grocery trips for basic cooking essentials completely. Root cellars are like nature's refrigerators, except they never break down, and the only maintenance required is occasionally sweeping out the cobwebs. The Amish perfected these storage methods long before electric refrigeration, understanding that proper temperature and humidity control preserve food naturally. Modern homes can create similar storage conditions in basements, garages, or dedicated pantry spaces with minimal modification costs required. Traditional root cellars maintain temperatures between 32 and 40 degrees naturally, creating optimal preservation conditions without ongoing energy expenses. Learn food storage science. Different vegetables require specific humidity and temperature conditions for maximum storage life, making proper storage techniques essential for preventing premature spoilage and food waste. Proper storage techniques can double or triple fresh food lifespan, reducing grocery shopping frequency while ensuring better nutrition from fresh ingredients throughout extended periods. Understanding ethylene gas production prevents premature spoilage because some fruits accelerate ripening in nearby produce through natural chemical processes that affect entire storage areas. Traditional Amish root cellars demonstrate scientific storage principles that preserve food naturally without electricity or artificial preservation methods that increase household expenses. Apples release ethylene gas that causes other fruits to ripen quickly, requiring separate storage to prevent accelerated spoilage throughout entire produce collections in storage. Professional produce managers use identical storage principles to maintain quality and extend shelf life in commercial operations. Proper ventilation and humidity control create optimal conditions for long-term food storage that preserves both nutrition and flavor effectively. Build relationships with local farmers. End-of-season deals from farmers beat grocery store prices significantly, providing fresh produce at wholesale prices when farmers need to clear fields quickly. Gleaning opportunities provide free produce after main harvests finish, allowing families to gather remaining crops that would otherwise go unused or composted. Direct relationships eliminate middleman costs and provide fresher food, creating win-win situations that benefit both farming families and consumers seeking quality ingredients. Farmers markets are like grocery stores run by the people who actually grew the food, except they remember your name and give you recipes. Amish communities maintain strong agricultural connections, understanding that direct farmer relationships provide better prices and superior quality compared to commercial distribution systems. Local farmers appreciate customers who buy directly because wholesale prices provide better profit margins than selling through commercial distributors who take significant percentages. Building relationships takes time, but provides access to seasonal abundance, bulk pricing, and insider knowledge about upcoming harvests. Buy spices in bulk. Bulk spice purchasing reduces costs by 70% compared to small jars that expire before families use complete contents throughout their cooking routines. Many expensive spice blends contain simple combinations of basic spices that cost a fraction when mixed at home using individual ingredients. Small amounts go far, making bulk buying last for months, while providing fresher flavors than prepackaged alternatives that sit on store shelves. The Amish grow and dry their own herbs, understanding that fresh spices create superior taste compared to store-bought versions that lose potency over time. Grocery stores mark up spices by enormous margins because customers purchase small quantities infrequently, making bulk buying the smartest financial strategy available to budget-conscious families. Restaurant-quality meals become possible when proper spices enhance simple ingredients without breaking household budgets throughout the year. Professional chefs purchase spices in bulk because freshness and cost control matter significantly in commercial kitchen operations, where profit margins depend on ingredient efficiency. Use powdered milk for cooking. Dry milk powder works perfectly in baking recipes and costs much less than fresh milk, while providing identical nutritional benefits. Reconstitute only the amount needed to eliminate waste, since powdered milk has indefinite shelf life when stored properly. Long shelf life means no spoilage concerns or frequent shopping trips for milk that expires within days of purchase. Traditional Amish kitchens rely on shelf-stable ingredients that provide flexibility during winter months when fresh supplies become limited or expensive. Powdered milk contains more protein per serving than liquid milk because water gets removed during processing, concentrating nutritional content significantly. Professional bakeries use powdered milk because it provides consistent results without varying fat content that affects recipe outcomes throughout different seasons. Understanding how to incorporate shelf-stable dairy alternatives provides cooking flexibility while reducing grocery shopping frequency and preventing spoilage waste that drains household budgets unnecessarily. Make yogurt at home. Homemade yogurt costs 60% less than store-bought containers while tasting fresher and containing beneficial live cultures without artificial additives. Slow cookers or heavy pots create perfect yogurt without special equipment, making this healthy food accessible to any household. Add your own fresh fruits and natural sweeteners, controlling sugar content and avoiding artificial flavors found in commercial varieties. Amish families have made cultured dairy products for generations, understanding that fermentation creates both nutrition and preservation benefits naturally. Store-bought yogurt often contains more sugar than ice cream, making homemade versions significantly healthier for regular consumption. Greek yogurt costs twice as much as regular yogurt, but requires identical ingredients and techniques to produce at home successfully. Understanding fermentation processes allows families to create probiotic-rich foods that support digestive health while saving substantial money compared to commercial alternatives that often contain unnecessary additives. So which Amish trick are you trying first? The meal planning strategy or turning your scraps into savings? Drop a comment and tell me your biggest grocery budget struggle right now. I respond to every single comment, and I want to hear your success stories when you start saving. Let's turn your grocery budget around together.